Thank you and welcome, beautiful goddesses. You might notice today that I have a new camera. And this camera is an AI camera. That means that you might notice the picture is kind of moving, right? Because it has a sort of built-in cameraman. So we're just going to test this. And I'm going to keep my eyes on that little black hole because there I always imagine those are all your eyes. Okay, so let's see how this works. I hope it's fun and good. The cool thing is, you see, I can now move and I can kind of go back. I could even get up and it moves with me. Right? I know. And then I can even set the light. So you might notice that it's kind of balanced the whites and the colors a little. So yes, and it'll be an invitation for me to keep real still. As we now, I invite you to, in a second or minute, to also share your stories of manifestation that have unfolded ever since we started the global money activation experiment. So for all those of you who are maybe here for the first time, last week, we decided to heal our relationship with money. So, I mean, obviously, this might be an ongoing process, but as our big lofty goal is to have financial freedom, we need to start talking about money big time. So, 2024 is that time and year where we're going to do that, where we are doing that. And part of all that is to activate that healthy, happy, loving relationship with money. Because let's face it, money, yes, it's just energy, and it is an energy that keeps this world going round in a way. If we're part of society, if we want to do great, good things on this planet, yes, I'm sure we can also choose to be a hermit somewhere in a log cabin, I don't know, whatever, and meditate all day. And that might be perfect for someone. I know it's not my path. And if I want to help a bunch of people, it really helps to have a big budget to do that with. Would you agree? Cool. So our affirmation that we have been playing with and incantating and dreaming about and identifying with is the following. I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me with grace, ease, and joy. And we repeat this affirmation out loud. The minimum is a whisper, right? But your voice needs to be there. 3 times in the morning, 6 times at lunchtime, afternoon, and 9 times at night. Why 369? Because those are Tesla's numbers. And he gave that really cryptic quote many years back where he said, if only you knew the magnificence of the 3 and the 6 and the 9, you would have the keys to the universe. And now us in the Golden Goddess Circle, we also stack on top of that our intention work. So for today's program, I'm muting. Hello, I don't believe it. Was I muted that entire time? Or did it just suddenly mute
No,
me?
sorry. I was trying to let somebody in and then I clicked on the next button and
Oh,
that
you did. Where did I stop?
no, just now, the last second.
Okay, brilliant. So get strapped on tight for a pretty intense session today. It's good. It's all good. Don't worry. My quick report. Ever since we've been doing this incantation, I can report that the retreat at this Lichtwerk coming up on the 26th to the 28th of January is sold out. I was able to record the entire online training of intuitive manifestation for my life. Those are my Italian producers in 2 weekends. And I did that with my son, George, who's a filmer, photographer, and very gifted guy. And we did, hold on, at least 95% one takers. Now, one takers means that you hit record, you say the thing, and it's perfect. or as perfect as it'll be in that moment. And we had 95% of one takers. It was incredible. It all went so smoothly. Then I am 50% on the way of manifesting a secondhand, really beautiful garden table for the retreat to put out on the terrace. Almost there. Grace had a fun thing happening. So my daughter Grace, 14, is also doing this work. And she had a weird thing happening. One day she came back from school and she was in tears, absolute drama. Her jacket and phone and keys had been stolen, as she said, at school. And it was the brand new jacket that she got for Christmas. And she was like, this doesn't work. I've just lost something. Right? So I said, hey, let's take a breath, take a breath. Nothing is ever lost. Everything is always just transformed. It's there. Grace, take a breath. I'm sure you're going to get it back. And for now, your only job is to see your jacket and your phone and your keys coming back to you while you're healthy and happy. Can you do that tonight? Because right now, we can't do anything anyway, because we can only check at school, and that's where I was guessing it would still be tomorrow. So chill your base. Let's do this. Okay. 2 hours later, my son George calls her. They have a little chit chat, brother, sister. And an hour later, he shows up with a jacket of his that he didn't wear anymore and that he was gifting her. And it was one of her favorite brands. And she was like, oh, she was moved to tears. She was like, you are the sweetest brother. And you know, that he came over and he gave it to her. So it was super, super sweet. So I said, hey, Grace, notice what's happening. And she said, yeah, but I still lost my other one. And I said, hey, okay. Fast forward next morning, what comes back at school? Because the cleaner had removed it because the dear child had forgotten it in the cafeteria at school, right? And they were being clean and tidying and they moved it away. So her jacket came back. She got one jacket bonus. Ooh. Next, my sweet dogs escaped. Without me knowing. I was sitting on the back terrace drinking my coffee. Suddenly, my phone rings and I know the number. So it's a sort of friend of mine. It's actually the mother of a friend of Grace's. But this friend of Grace's, you know, girls in that old age, they either love or hate each other. Right now, they're actually hating each other. So anyway, this mom calls me and says, I've got your dogs. And I'm like, no way. How's that possible? She doesn't even live near here. But in that moment, when my little dogs decided to escape, run out onto the road, which is kind of dangerous, she was walking her dog because that's her Sunday routine. Saw the dog, they have a little number and tag on it. She didn't recognize the dog, she didn't recognize the number, dials the number, sees my name, says, this is crazy. I'm rescuing your dogs right now. Isn't that fun? So a bridge was made, and fancy that. Today, Grace and this girl reconnected at school and said, hey, your mom saved my dogs yet again. And, you know, friendship is up on the go again. Next, I'm noticing I feel a little ahead of time, if that makes any sense. I'm able to do way more things, get way more things done in a shorter time, and it feels more effortless. But the things don't always unfold the way I had planned. So the sequence is different. Are you noticing that too? And what I have noticed is that I am way more relaxed when things don't go the way I have planned them. So if I, for instance, say, okay, today I'm going to record this meditation, I'm going to da, 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 and then life happens and I don't get all those things done, I did other amazing things that were actually even better to do before that. So I'm noticing this attachment to time, or my relationship to time, is changing. And I think that's something that happens when we intend regularly. So check in with yourselves. I know people like Diana are also intending a lot. Has your relationship to time also changed? Just interested, and you're welcome to share in the chat, because I'd really love to hear your feedback. The next thing, oh, this was epic. I had this incredible dream. I woke up from a dream where I was in a circle of people. I couldn't really see the people, but I was kind of joining this sort of circle, and we were sitting around something, and it was all very cozy. And then I sat there and I leaned my head on the shoulder of the person next to me, completely trusting. And I didn't know or see in the dream who that person was, but I just put my head there. And then this person started stroking my head and my face and said, It's all okay, it's all good. You're doing so well. It's all good. And it felt so good. And then I looked and I saw it was my grandma, Peggy, who passed away a couple of years back. And I woke up feeling so touched and comforted and connected. So yeah. Oh, and the last thing I've noticed, it's a very physical thing. I'm way more hungry. And that's I'm not judging that. I notice I'm more hungry. And I have yesterday I ate my very first piece of chicken for 30 years because I've been living basically vegetarian. I'm not vegan, but basically vegetarian for 40 years, I think now even. But yesterday I was invited for a beautiful lunch, which a friend of mine cooked. Is an amazing cook, and I know the stuff he gets is always organic and great quality. And we were circle of friends, and he cooked this in German. It's called Maishändel. It's a little form of a chicken. And he put it out in front of me, and there were also roasted vegetables and potatoes and stuff. And I looked at that chicken, and I was like, I need to eat that. So I did. And it was absolutely delicious. Why am I telling you that? Because I'm also eating quite a lot of chocolate. And also, again, I have no judgment over that because I 100% trust my body. That switch happened for me when I created the program Sleep Your Fat Away, because that's where we become one with our body's wisdom and we make peace with our body and we trust that our body knows exactly what it needs. So I'm currently eating chocolate and chicken. Other things too. And I'm noticing my energy throughout the day is very stable. So I don't have an afternoon slump, not at all. So far to my feedback, and now I'm going to get Lily and Nicole into the spotlight because I'd love to hear what happened for you, ladies. So go ahead, share, Lily, while I get Nicole in. There we go.
Well, so firstly, for the money manifestation, I wrote it down when we did it, and then heard you say, yes, write it on a piece of paper, and was in bed, I think, the night afterwards, and thought I didn't write it on a separate piece of paper. So I wrote it in the front of my diary. And then I started that night and then in the morning, and then recognized, gee, when you don't write it on a piece of paper, you're not going to remember. And I wasn't going to post it in the bathroom and other places because my husband would start asking me silly questions. So I wrote it down in my diary. And then every morning when I woke up, I started saying it to myself. And then I found myself during the day just repeating for all the times that I had missed it. So I did definitely over 100 times extra for the times that weren't there. And then I've been doing this course, the course. Okay, so I finished my 7-day YouTube challenge, or 10-day it was,
She
right?
finished her 7-day YouTube challenge, which has been something that's been on your list for how long?
Well, I started it originally, I think, in October, and then in November when we were in Cyprus, and then in December, and it should have been in December, and
So
they've
you're
actually
done.
started another one,
Cool.
but I did it. And so now, because I've done that, and it's only just the very beginning of this project, now I'm already getting questions, people responding. And I'm thinking, hey, and I haven't got a sales page, and I haven't got, so this money manifestation, you have to be prepared to receive it, and you have to know what you want to do with it. And of course, I've got
Let's
lots of
take a
ideas of what
breath.
I want to do with money.
Lily, let's take a breath on that. Okay, because this can happen. This can happen very quickly when we start opening the floodgates. Abundance can come in and energy can come in that can maybe feel even a little rattling, unsettling, because you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And I can relate to that. And I'll give you a little counter story because look at me. I have the Lichtwerk, my house, and da 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 da. I don't have a website yet for it either. Mickey can tell you, we're still writing it. We're not there yet. I'm also building this plane as I fly. And I think, yes, it's good to be prepared, but prepare. You've prepared for years. So that's why I asked you, so how long has that been on your list? It's been there for years, right? So yes, you can prepare. And it's a good idea to think of a sort of, a few next steps while you're thinking of your main desire, but focus on that one thing first and trust that all the things that are unfolding now, you're taken care of. You're going to find the exact right people, those people that are now asking questions, even if they're only 3, if they become 300, your answers are going to be the same. And they will start teaching each other too. So trust in that manifestation and have patience. Have patience with yourself and compassion with yourself if you're not yet there where you think you should be. Can we take that in? How often do we set expectations, I know to myself, where I think I need to be? Like, you should have that website ready. Actually, you should already have the online booking app for all the yoga and da sessions ready. Yeah, I don't even have business cards yet, but does it matter? No, what matters is that I am noticing this seed that I have planted. With you, it's the YouTube thing. With me, it's the Lichtwerk. It's people are resonating with it. I'm attracting clients from all over the place who want to come here and see it. People are coming for the retreat. That's what matters. The energy is flowing to us again, which means we need to trust that we can handle it. Can we handle it, sisters? Come on, hands up. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay. Thanks, Lily. Nicole, how about you?
Hello. You see my beautiful background? Wait a minute.
Yeah, duck down a bit so we can see that it's actually toilet paper. And it's called Endless, Rich and Soft. So
Yes. I mean, I had to buy this one. And it was, I basically only realized once I bought it that it is this name because I'm just on the Greek island, Hydra. And so I'm not buying in the usual shops that I buy. And so I had this in my hand and I really had to laugh out loud. And I thought you would enjoy it too tonight. And yeah, it's been a really powerful week where I felt so much fulfillment and strength. Not everything was easy, like you were mentioning as well. And still, all the things that even turned out to be maybe a bit difficult, like a discussion I had, like a candid discussion I had with last night with my husband, realizing that there were some issues we had over and over again, and we really fought it through and got to the conclusion, it was like a breakthrough. And I really liked that because it was not the usual pattern that happened. And I really was happy about that. And so many things happened. My whole family is participating, and we have the little mantra everywhere in the house. And then even my mom calls me up, who speaks rather German, and she said, I saw the recording of the German Golden Goddess Circle, and I have written my my wording on the mirror, and she's also participating in it, and without me knowing it. And then she approached me with a very interesting program on how to create with a big group of people meaningful content where there is a lot of money involved, which I find on the one side it's a bit spooky because you think, can that be true? And on the other side, it's so amazing because it's something that really a lot of people want to do good. And you think, oh, and so much money is involved, can that be true? And then there come all these
okay, well,
systems.
maybe you can share that link and then we can all look into it and see what we think of it.
Yes, I will check that out, and I will share that at a later point. Yes.
Well,
and
I just
one very beautiful thing that happened was some of you might know my husband had exactly 1 year ago, he had a stroke, and he had like his first birthday last Saturday, and we were in a cafe, and in the morning we do like everything we do today, we do like fully focused on seeing the magic and in every little thing, and the first thing that happens, we bump into our good friends that we know from when we were living in Bali, on the island of Bali in Indonesia. They are running into our arms on a small Greek island in the winter where hardly anyone is. And we could almost not understand this. Yeah. And this was the best way to celebrate together. And the next moment there comes an elderly man and he has a whole arm full of self-picked beautiful flowers. And he's going around and randomly gives flowers to people. And really these beautiful, you know, the ones that we call Osterglocken in German, the Narzissen, they smell so nice. And he gives everyone a handful. And that was such an abundance. And all these little stories, they add up. And I'm sure that every one of you has these things noticed in the last weeks.
Well, that's the question. Did we notice? Because I only know for myself, when I start, you know, when I do my notes for whatever we're doing together, I wrote down some tag words to sort of really even recap what happened in this entire week. And my list is, as I started it started getting more. I started noticing more and more good things that happened. Like I made a new friend. I went out with friends and we were having drinks, and then these two girls came along, and then I've discovered that one of them lives just around the corner, same street here, and has just opened up her flower shop. She's a florist, right? And so I said, hey, I've got a retreat. Would you like to do the flowers for the retreat? And she was like, absolutely, yes. So she was here, she's doing the flowers. It feels like such a great situation and opportunity for women to support women. So I think my tip is for all of you to really, even now, just take a minute, but write down at least 3 good things that happened in this last week if you joined us. And if you didn't join us because you maybe heard it and you heard, yeah, I'll do that maybe, and you forgot about it, it's okay. You can start now, because you could write now while you're writing it down saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that money flows to me with grace, ease, and joy. And I think you might not have caught up on, I think you said it, Nicole, but I know that we said it when we talked about it, is we have discovered so many, or Lily, you said it, how many different ways we can intend like that. We can sing it, we can hum it, we can think it, we can say it out loud, we can dance it, we can breathe it. So we want to use this mantra. Ideally, it takes 100,000 times until it's in our brain as a habit. 100,000, that's a lot. But we can do that quicker because we're using the power of intention as well. But really be creative in how many different ways you can use this mantra. And for Lily, because I think you hit on something that might be a topic for other goddesses here too. Check in on what is it really that's holding you back from putting that post-it where also your husband can see it. And if it's that awkward conversation with the husband who's like, what is that? Wouldn't that be a beautiful opportunity to demonstrate and express yourself towards your most loved person, I'm guessing, or one of your most loved, and explain why you're doing this? And why am I suggesting that? Because you see, that's your practice ground. Private, intimate relationships should be our safest haven, where we can truly be who we are. So, I mean, I'm pretty radical there, but if I were to choose to share my house living with other people other than my intimate family, those other people would have to be okay with that I will do exactly what I want here. Of course, with respect, if you have a room here, I'm not going to go into your room, that's your room, right? But if I feel like prancing around naked, I will do that. So, and if I want to put up, I don't know, 4 million post-its because I'm just working on something and have funky music running all day, well, yeah, I'm the queen of my castle. Now, I know that when we're in a structure of a family, of course, we've got to take care of others too, and we can't be egotistical bastards, obviously. But stretch yourselves a little.
Yes, and may I add, it is also once you are out there and you show yourself with it, right? Then you will be amazed what feedback you get, because then suddenly you start also a conversation, and the other might come up with another idea. For example, my husband, he since 3 days he is doing a 21-day challenge he found on YouTube with Louise L. Hay, and I wanted to mention that to you all. It's called I Am Wealth and Prosperity Affirmations, and it's for 24 1 days. It's 20 minutes. It's very intense, but it's so strong. He said he feels when he's doing this, he is flying. And
Nice.
I will send it to you, Joy. Maybe you want to put it in the
Absolutely, we'll share that resource too.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So the other thing that happened here in the Lichtwerk that I also want to mention is the Lichtwerk received a beautiful upgrade at the new moon because my dear friend and star astrologist and feng shui master Andrea Moser, who co-hosts the German Golden Goddess with me, did our new moon activation of the Lichtwerk. And we measured the energy because we're gently taking the Lichtwerk of the energy, where the energy is beautiful, but we're kind of notching it up and up and up and seeing how far can we take it, but with consideration of Grace and I and the dog, highest good, right? So think about that for yourself, because I know for myself that especially when we're manifesting heart's desires, and maybe we've been manifesting them for decades, we can grow very impatient. And we're like, I've been doing this for years and it's never brought anything. And why is it going to do it now? And I want it now and I want it now, right? And really trust that if you're doing the work, and the work is basically just taking that time out of your day to step out of the buzz and invest into that time of connecting to the quantum field, setting your intentions, sending your intentions, being in the now. That's your early work. And feeling those good feelings, it will happen. It has to happen because it's physics, right? If you are vibrating with the frequency of already having what you desire, you're like a tuning fork sending out that frequency. And in a universe of frequency, those frequencies, so there's a tuning fork of what you want, there's your desire, right? You know exactly what that looks like, you know exactly what it feels like, you know what it even smells like, you know what it sounds like. And you're over here at the same frequency. They have to collide. That's called a quantum collapse. So your only job is to vibe at that frequency of already having it consciously for, I'd say, give it 10 minutes a day is the minimum. And if you just do that, you don't need to push anything. You don't need to manipulate or force anything. You can trust. And that's where I think the wisdom of age comes in. But now 50, I can literally swear to God, it works. If we just trust. Because the moment we push and kind of try to force something, we will get that counter push. And yes, can it work? Of course. But think about it. Do you really want to be going like this the whole time? Or wouldn't you like to just go with that flow? But it takes the trust and the surrender, doesn't it? What do you think, Lily, Nicole?
That is so, so true. I was just listening to a talk of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he was mentioning, I mean, so many people just look into the past, what has not been working well, right? Instead of focusing on that, where you want to go. It's the same, doesn't matter if you project it into the future and you feel it with all your senses, instead of feeling with all your senses what has been happening in the past. And he was describing this experiment with a group of people who had never been playing piano before, and they were learning to play piano for 10 days, and then they were like creating new synapses in their brain. And at the same time, another group was not playing piano, but they were imagining to play piano, and they were feeling it. And they created exactly the same synapses when they did the research on it. Yes. And that I felt like so fantastic.
Perfect.
Right? And so this helps so much to really believe in it, to really trust what you are saying.
Yes, I'll give you one more story for that, and then I'd like to take us right into meditation that I've written to get us aligned with the core beliefs we need to be aligned with to be powerful, intuitive manifestors. Okay. And the story I want to give you, this is also, it's not just a story, it actually happened, is in Russia, they did tests where they hypnotized people into a very, very deep state of hypnosis and gave them the suggestion that they were in a Garden of Eden and they could eat whatever they wanted. And they would just imagine that. And none of those people ate anything. I think it was a record thing of like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something. And they weren't hungry. They weren't hungry. They drank their water, but they were basically for 2 weeks in a state of hypnosis and were lacking nothing. Anyway, lots of crazy things can happen, wonderful crazy things, when we just relax and trust. So I'm going to release you two beautiful goddesses out of the spotlight. And I suggest we go right into our brain training. I called this meditation the I Am Integration Meditation. It's actually part of the new training that I am currently designing called Intuitive Manifestation. So what I researched here were, what are the core beliefs we need to be congruent with to be what I call intuitive manifestors? That means that we have learned the art of manifesting with grace, ease, and joy by trusting and following our intuition, which is our highest intelligence. So for this meditation, you could get into a really comfortable position. It's going to be just my voice, so no music with it for various reasons. If you at home would like to now have your favorite meditation music running, then go ahead and do that. And then you can have the perfect soundscape that is right for you. It's quite a short meditation, and it uses a lot of hypnotic suggestions and neuro-linguistic programming. So the intention is for you to align with those empowering, health-giving, life-giving, supportive beliefs that obviously are aligned with your highest good, to create the life of your dreams, of your heart's desires. So as you get into your most comfortable position that is accessible to you right now, begin with taking 3 full breaths in and out. As you embark on a transformative journey to embed the core beliefs of intuitive manifestation deep within your DNA. Close your eyes now and roll them up as if you're looking through the crown of your head. Keep them rolled up there and then say silently, but with conviction inside of yourself, even if I don't know how, to integrate the empowering core beliefs necessary to be the powerful, loving, healthy, intuitive manifester that I am. All I do know is, it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I delete all that could stop me. And I download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. And then relax your eyes, relax your mind, relax all muscles in your body, and allow yourself to gently drift and float into the deepest state of relaxation that is right for you. Allowing my voice to guide you into that deep, healthy, happy state of relaxation now. As you have set the intention to fully embrace and integrate the I Am core beliefs into the very fabric of your being. Envision a radiant light surrounding you now. This light represents the transformative energy about to flow through every cell of your body now, with every conscious breath. You are flooding your cells with this beautiful light. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Hold for 4. And exhale for 4. Inhale on the count of 4. Hold for 4. And exhale for 4. Let the rhythm of your breath guide you into a state of deep relaxation. Feel the tension melting away with each breath. Feel the resistance melting away with each breath. Feel any fear, anything that no longer serves you, melt away with your breath. Very well now. Shift your attention to your toes, allowing a wave of relaxation to travel up through your body, from your toes up to your head. With each breath, this calming, healing energy spreads, bringing a profound sense of peace to every muscle, organ, and cell, and even to the space between the cells. Place your hands over your heart now. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heart, syncing with the I am core beliefs now. Visualize a golden light emanating from your heart, expanding with each beat, carrying the essence of worthiness, courage, abundance, and trust. Repeat the following I am affirmations inside with conviction. I am worthy. Yes, you are. I am abundant. Yes, you are. I am trusting the universe. Yes, you are. I am empowered. Yes, you are. I am open to possibilities. Yes, you are. I am grateful. Yes, you are. I am compassionate with myself. Yes, you are. I am connected. Yes, you are. I am aligned with my core values. Yes, you are. I am guided by intuition. Yes, you are. I am flexible and adaptable. Yes, you are. I am forgiving. Yes, you are. I am joyful and playful. Yes, you are. I am authentically expressing myself. Yes, you are. I am mind-body harmony. Now, imagine a luminous strand of DNA within you. representing your essence. See it, hear it, feel it, know it, this luminous strand of your DNA. Envision each core belief, each I am, as a vibrant color now, weaving into the helix of your DNA. See these colors harmonizing, creating a radiant and powerful strand of I am beliefs within your DNA. Now, imagine taking a journey through your DNA. Traverse the strands, witnessing the I am beliefs, becoming ingrained at a cellular level now within your body. Feel the resonance as each belief aligns perfectly, creating a symphony of coherence within your own being. Can you hear that symphony? Visualize yourself now surrounded by that beautiful frequency, that energy of your I am core beliefs. And as I now repeat these core beliefs, notice how you're coming back into the here and now, only as quickly as your unconscious mind can reevaluate all the events between then and now and here and there. Integrate the healing, integrate what serves you. And let me know when you're here. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am trusting the universe. I am empowered. I am open to possibilities. I am grateful. I am compassionate with myself. I am connected. I am aligned with my core values. I am guided by intuition. I am flexible and adaptable. I am forgiving. I am joyful and playful. I am authentically expressing myself. Yes, I am mind-body harmony. And then with your breath, as you realize how happy and grateful you are now, as money is flowing to you with grace, ease, and joy, take a couple of deep, full breaths and completely come back into the here and now, feeling wonderful. And then maybe even stretch out. Ooh, that's right. Wake up the body and say, yes, yes, yes. Done deal. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. Okay, how is everyone? Let's take the spotlight off me. Everyone back? Everyone happy? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are we good? Seeing some thumbs up. Cool. Okay. So obviously you can listen to the replay. This would be a meditation brain training that you could go to sleep with at night if you liked it. You could wake up with it in the morning. You could have it on at a subliminal level. That means that you don't really hear it. It's just running in the background while you're doing something else that doesn't require full attention. So not while you're driving a car, not while you're operating machinery, but it's a very powerful way to get information into the brain. Just put it on repeat without even paying much attention to it. That's the power of hypnosis, isn't it? That's why media and everyone, they do have a lot of power, because if you're tuned into that, whether you like it or not, you're being programmed. So let's program our brains with useful information that actually serves us. Agreed? Any questions? Any feedback? I do read the chat. Thank you for your thumbs up, Sitske. Drink a sip of water. And then I would suggest we go into our intentional work. Are you in for that? And for today's intention work, I have a request. It's a personal request of mine. I would love us to intend for a beautiful soul. See, basic, I want to share my screen and then I can show you. There we go, maybe whiteboard, okay. I will show you the beautiful goddess that we are intending for. Go on, show me the picture. No, that's not what I want. I want a picture. There we go. The name of this one is, oh, there we go, Lisa. Can you see it? Can you see Lisa? Can you see the red t-shirt? Lily, can you give me a
Yes.
thumbs up?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So beautiful Lisa is in hospital right now. And our intention is for Lisa to be immediately, completely, and permanently free of cancer and pain, and to be healthy, happy in every way. Are you in for that? Can we imagine seeing this beautiful goddess completely healthy and happy? Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that. Okay. And I'm sure you know, but you might be new here. When you intend for someone else, the power of altruism kicks in and you also heal at the same time, okay? So let's take a few deep connected breaths together. 3 full breaths as we imagine holding hands, connecting the energy in our circle. And let's drop into the space of our hearts. And from our hearts, we are now sending the following intention. Our intention is for Sister Goddess Lisa to immediately, completely, and permanently be free of any cancer and pain, and to be healthy and happy and well in every way. Our intention is for Sister Goddess Lisa to be completely, permanently, and immediately free of any cancer and pain, and to be happy, healthy, and well in every way. Our intention is for Sister Goddess Lisa to immediately, completely, and permanently be free of any cancer and pain, and to be happy, healthy, and well in every way. intention is for Sister Goddess Lisa to be immediately, completely, and permanently free of any cancer and pain, and to be healthy, happy, and well in every way. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone. That felt very peaceful on my side. I don't know what you noticed. Anybody has anything they'd like to share, please do so in the chat. Sitske has shared in the chat. I'd like to read that to you. Since the beginning of December, I had some car stuff for sale that was only usable for a specific car from a specific year. Nothing happened. Last Friday, some young guy wanted to buy it because he desperately needed it for the weekend, and he had just that car from that specific year. That's a very nice story of manifestation. Thank you. Aurélie is saying she saw Lisa with a crown of flowers and a dog. Oh, I love that. Lisa was actually going to get a puppy with me together when I got Daisy, the little King Charles Spaniel. She wanted to get one too, but then because of what happened, she then decided maybe not a puppy right now. I need to take care of myself. So I love that you saw her with a dog, because that's a nice future where she's well enough to do that. Thank you. Okay, I have a couple of closing announcements to make. Put my spotlight on again so you can see me. Oops, there we go. One is a special invitation to all English and Italian speakers. So I know that the Italian goddesses are kind of, we want Italian translation. Why don't you do a goddess circle in Italian? Well, here's the thing, I don't speak Italian. Otherwise, I really would. And I don't know of a professional translator that would be willing to sit with us every single, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, I guess it would need to be there, and translate me into Italian real time. It's a whole other jam. So I'm sorry for now, but here's a challenge that all English and Italian speakers can take, and that is if you would like to meet my angels, the angels of joy. Yeah, you know, even, was it 15 years back, I remember dear friends of mine super making fun of me, really ridiculing me, because I said I believed in angels, and I talk to angels, and I pray to angels, and I walk with angels. And they were like, really, Joy, we love you, but seriously. And I was like, yeah, I do, right? But I was still on the defensive. Well, meanwhile, a lot of time has passed, and I created an online course called The Angels of Joy. And my producers, My Life, have just started a free challenge. And that means that you can sign up at, what's it called? Angeli della Gioia. I'll put the thing in the chat and in the replay. And under the website angelidelagioia.it, you can sign up for this free challenge where you can meditate with me. I'll teach you everything that I know about how to connect with angels. And you can do that all for free for a couple of days. And then at the end, they will ask you if you would like to purchase the meditations and all the stuff that you got so that you could continue your work, but you don't have to. And so when you go onto this page, it's an Italian page. But if you just tap in your name and your email, you will then, in the challenge, have the opportunity to also choose English. So there you go, Italian and English, darlings. Here's a free gift for you. Next, yes, we have our free masterclass coming up on the 17th of January. So that's in just a couple of days. At 7 p.m., we are gathering for a special masterclass with my friend Maury Crispin, who is going to have an engaging, inspiring conversation with me. And he's basically going to teach us all we need to know about how to prosper with digital assets and gold. That's another money thing, right? We've got to learn more about how the financial world works if we want to take part in it. And all these digital assets like NFTs and digital money. I know I was totally confused about it, and I'm no expert now, but I can ask really good questions. And Maury knows a lot about it. So I'm going to grill him with questions. And if that is interesting to you, then go ahead and sign up. You'll find the link on my various social media platforms. And of course, I will send it out in the replay to this beautiful circle. That's all for me. Oh no, one more thing. I did some numbers and I just counted the people that I know are doing this money activation global experiment with us. And so far, I have counted we are almost 1,000 people, men and women. And of course, I don't know all the kids and men and family members that are joining their goddesses. But just so you know, we're creating a really powerful vortex here just by doing these incantations for ourselves, because at the same time, just know that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other people are doing it too. And we know what happens, you know, the 100th monkey and stuff. So get ready for beautiful prosperity and abundance of good to come flooding your life so that you can be truly happy, healthy, and well in every way too. That's it for me. Do my beautiful co-hosts have anything to say? Then say it now. If not, I'd say let's close this circle. Oh, Karen, you saw Lisa running over a field in the mountains. Aurélie says, thank you and have a great week. Let's put our hands to our hearts. Take one breath to bless yourself. One breath to bless all your friends and family. One breath to bless your so-called enemies. And one breath to bless this universe. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. I love you. See you next week.